Hey, yo, Energy. You know I got the THC girls with me.
Yeah, that sound like a plan. Name 'em.
You know I got Dave.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Best Buds Acceleration Program. I'm Sanja Ganja.
And I'm Krista Jones. We are the THC Girls. We build global brands in new markets and seek to help you grow your audience, your sales, brand awareness, while optimizing all your operations.
Before we get started, here's a little bit about ourselves.
Hi, I'm Krista Jones. I'm the owner and operator of the THC Girls. I've been in the cannabis space for well over the last decade in multiple markets in both THC and hemp. I've grown multiple brands and helped them create sustainable businesses within the space.
Hey, I'm Sanja Ganja. I've been working side by side with Krista for the last 6 or 7 years now, and it's been a really fun ride elevating businesses globally all around the world, from greenhouses to dispensaries to actual brands and products. I started out in the industry as a dispensary retail manager and worked my way on up to the boardroom. Now, what I like to do is help emerging industries with their rapid growth. And so that's what we'll do right here in this course. You can also watch my show on High Times TV and YouTube, The Sanja Ganja Show, where we have lots of fun, talk about amazing things and this wonderful thing we call life.
Now that you got to know us a little bit, here's what you can expect over these next couple of weeks.
You'll be given homework each and every week, so here's what to expect. We'll be prepping you with action items. You'll need to complete these action items each and every week within your homework in preparation for the following class. Although we'll be giving you tons of information, you will learn how to work extremely fast and extremely efficiently. With all the information that we are teaching you, we do expect you to have a full understanding of all the information given and then be able to put it into full practice. If you miss a class, don't worry. We'll be sure to provide you with a recording, so make sure you watch the entire video and get your homework done and sent in.
And remember, when you guys are taking this course, our focus is to create clarity within your brand and set a successful foundation with low input strategies that create high results to make your brand sustainable and successful. So first we start by setting your foundation. So let's get into it. The first thing is mindset. Mindset's everything. You may be overwhelmed with the information, and the best thing to do is prepare yourself and be ready to ask as many questions as you may have. Stay organized, keep notes, track data, and then reference the videos and recordings as you move along. Once you start to change your mindset, you will immediately start to change your behavior.
So this is how we build your foundation. First, you have to have your own preparation. This will help you determine your call to action and what you need to do moving forward. Clarity is key within your brand, business, and all. First, we start by auditing what you've already built. We like to call this your pillars. You have a foundation, which is on the bottom, and you have your pillars, which hold your house up. And then, of course, you have your roof. And we'll dissect each and every one of those. So what is your foundation? Your foundation is your niche. And your niche is what draws your audience in. What are your pillars? The pillars are the main value of your brand and of your business. This will hold your foundation together.
Hey, Best Buds, welcome to week 1.2. Today we're talking about preparation and call to action. So what are your daily steps and goals? And we want you to align those and write those out. So sometimes we have them stuck in our head, and that's not what we're trying to get that information out of your head. So we want you to take a piece of paper, take your notes, and jot down what are your daily steps and what are your daily goals. Number 2, write down what resources you have, right? A lot of us think, oh, I don't have any money, I don't have resources like that. Well, if you guys know of Event Space, if you guys know of, people that know people, right? Those are resources. So line those up, list those out. Also, next is the tools you're using. What kind of tools are you using? You're using a screen, a phone, a computer, right? Are we using our Instagrams? Are we using social media? What kind of tools are you guys currently using? What kind of tools are you currently using? What's your daily schedule? What's your daily schedule look like? Right? What is it optimized? Are you aimlessly staying busy? Are you being productive? So write down what your daily schedule looks like, so that way we could review that together and make sure that you're being as efficient as possible. List your priorities highest to lowest. Think of what you need to do, right? If you need to make money, then what is it you need to do to make money? That should be your first priority. Who's on your team? List out your team. I work with Sanja, and I work with the THC girls on a project-to-project basis, right? That's my team. What's your team? Write down your operations, exactly how you're operating currently and what that operation desire to look like. Do an environment and business audit. Who are you surrounding yourself by around daily? Who are you, what kind of, do a personal and business audit. Who are you surrounding yourself by around daily? What are you currently doing? What kind of conversations are you having within your circle? And write that information down. It's super important to have this information down so that you can review it visibly.
This is exactly how you start to optimize your business and your brand. When you prepare your call to action, this will help you create an impactful mind shift. So first, let's review how you can organize yourself. First, we start with your mission. And as we previously mentioned, we want to clarify who you are and what you're doing by setting your foundation and building your pillars. So how do we do that? By dissecting these questions here. Your foundation is your mission. It is your overall vision and what you want to accomplish. So write it down so that you can make sure that you're on track with what you have overall envisioned. What are your taglines? Your taglines are, very simply put, what are the slogans for your business? What are you advertising for yourself? And how do people recognize you with the verbiage that you're using? What are your morals and your culture within your business? Well, this is really, really important for all of the call to action that you see here to your left, because how your morals and how your culture are will also depict how fast and how efficient you can work. And so a perfect example is within our morality, within our culture with THC Girls, is this here in this black box is our formula for everything we do. This here on the right is how we set ourselves up project by project. So although it seems repetitive and generic, we set ourselves up in this manner for every single project that we do. And that can go for an event, that can go for onboarding a new client, that could be if we want to release a new product or release a new app. This is exactly how we dissected that. And we do this each and every time. And so what you're doing with us is creating your own set of formulas. And this is the first step. Formula 1 is having preparation. Formula 2 is having organization. So let's continue. What is your brand in general? And it sounds very, very simple, but this is actually one of the hardest questions. What is your brand? What are you selling? Summarize your brand and business in one sentence. Second hardest question of your homework here. Definitely difficult to clarify what it is you're trying to accomplish, what your value is, what your niche is, and why people should be following you in general, whether it's on social media or for your product. So how are you also attracting that audience? Can you summarize this in one sentence? I dare you to try, and this is definitely going to be very important for next week's call. And what are your pillars? Your pillars are your niche. Remember, this is how you're attracting your audience, what brings you all in. The perfect example for our pillars for THC Girls would be our team, because of our knowledge, that'd be Krista and I, and our dedication and our credibility within this space. And then secondly to that would be the overall THC Girls in general and the community that we've created. And third to that would be our THC app, which has now become the bread and butter to everything and the heart and soul to what our value and our niche was in the first place. Krista's whole entire goal of THC Girls years and years, 8 years ago, I believe now, would be to create a community and to create a high level network. Well, we've been able to do that now by creating a team first. And then secondly to that team, we created an app. And so now we've been able to do all of that by keeping within this formula. So that's just a simple example as to how you can create your pillars. If you have a brand, and no products to sell, then what you need to focus on is your niche and what you're communicating to your audience. If you have a product, you need to make sure that you're communicating what that value of that product is. This is how you're going to build the foundation of your product. And you can also audit what you've already built by just taking a look at these questions here. All right, everybody, that's a wrap for the first class ever. Thanks a lot for rocking with us. Now it's all about getting the work done. Put it into action. So if you guys get all the data down, we're going to be super set for next week.
Gather all this information on a doc. Get a Google Doc that you can share with us and email it to us at thcgirlscontentcreations@gmail.com. Once you share that doc with us, we suggest that you do it a couple days prior to the next recording that you're going to watch. That way we're able to respond to your email and give you the best input. And then that way you can put it into action as you watch the next video. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
We got